Hello, my darlings. Welcome to another Design Me Devon. We are here today. We're going to be cracking on with another renovation from you amazing people on the gallery. I will say it every time, you guys are astounding me with your creativity. I absolutely love looking through that hashtag. Keep those builds coming as well, because this series is going to go into next year as well. It's going to be a permanent series on the channel. So I would love to see what else you guys create. I really would. Really would. So today I've got my eye on a build on the gallery. It's stunning. It's going to be a cafe. We haven't done a cafe yet, so I'm excited about this. And yes, I think that's it. I think that is it. This is the prelude. Is that the right word? To the final video coming tomorrow. I have a really cute build coming tomorrow that I think you guys are going to enjoy. And that will be my last video of 2020 until the 4th of January. I'm going to keep repeating myself just in case people miss it. Until the 4th of January when I will be back and we'll create some more stuff together. The channel next year, I'm going to mix things up quite a bit. I'm really excited. I've got a few ideas here and there. But yeah, without further ado, let's stop waffling on and get into game, and I will show you the build that we're going to be renovating today. And here she is. This is the disused train station up on the gallery, and this is done by Jodie Laura 08. So thank you so much, Jodie. This build is gorgeous. I absolutely love the look of it. And we're going to make this into a cafe, which I'm very excited for. So story behind the build. Martha knew she had struck gold when she found the 100-year-old disused railway or train station on the market. She knew she had to find someone who was an amazing builder and architect to take on the job of designing and building her eco-friendly cafe. Will DesignMeDevon pull it out of the bag? With a small budget of 30,000 simoleons, is Martha's dream ready to be turned into a reality? I love that so much. I absolutely love this, Jodie, and I cannot wait to get to work on it. So without further ado, let's have a little nose around at what we've got, shall we? And here she is, my poppets. We are in the world of Brichester. I just thought it suited here. We can just pretend that an old train track used to be around here somewhere. So yeah, we're in Brichester today. So this is the build done by Jodie. How amazing is this? Again, you guys will always astound me with your details. I love the little like train, like sort of like timetable maps and whatnot. And I love this old train railway track at the bottom here as well. I think it's so good. So good. Look at the details. Look at the details in this. Now the building's really attractive. It looks like a Victorian train station. There are quite a few of these around where I live. And people have made them into pubs. There's still train stations as well in some places. But I'm looking forward to renovating this into a cafe, my loves. I really am. So we've got 30k to do this, which is quite a bit of money, actually. I'm unsure what we're going to do, but just look at all the details again. Guys, you're amazing. You're amazing. Oh, toilets as well. Oh, I'm for it. I really am. Got some old toilets in there. And look at this here. How cool is this? Little kind of like kiosk, like a payment kiosk. I think that's so cool. So cool with a little till. Even where the hell are they from? What's this? I've never even seen this before. Oh, I haven't got my mod in at the minute. Oh, stacks of money. I didn't even know we had that. Oh, I love that idea. But yes. How cute. How cute. I'm unsure how we're going to do this yet. I don't know if I want to open plan it or separate it off somewhere. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. We're definitely going to have to be putting a fireplace in somewhere because there are chimneys everywhere. So I do want to get a fireplace in here somewhere. A nice cozy cafe that way. And I think we'll make it kind of eco-friendly with maybe all of the packaging and stuff that they sell, or the plates and stuff. Maybe it's all kind of like really eco-friendly, and maybe all of the stuff that we're using to paint this lot and decorate it, maybe it was like reclaimed somewhere else, we'll go down the routes of that way, and maybe even like the menu. I know the menu doesn't really matter with the cafes in The Sims 4, but maybe the menu as well is very... They might source all of their local produce and, you know, that kind of vibe for it. So I think we'll go down that route and make it that kind of like eco-friendly vibe coming through. But it's such an attractive building. It really is. And I cannot wait to get to work on it. Thinking about maybe out here, I don't want to get rid of I would maybe get rid of some of the train track and have like a little seating area down here as well. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So without further ado, let's flop on over into the speed build format and we'll get building. So here we are, my darlings. We are on the speed build format, getting everything sorted, getting everything stripped out and gone. Ended up with about 50-something thousand simoleons, I think, at the end of it after I stripped everything. So that was nice for the budget. And I think we were left over with about 5,000 simoleons, which is a nice bit of money in the kitty if you do want to have your own cafe. Can you have your own cafe? I can't remember if you can have your own cafe. I think you can, can't you? I can't remember. But this is the storyline and we're going with it. But yeah, I wanted to kind of have this place like semi-industrial on the inside, but also classic as well. I tried to infuse kind of the industrial edge, it being an old steam like railway station. So I really wanted that to kind of be in here, but I also wanted it to look kind of classy as well. So I used lots of blacks and whites. We changed the stone flooring in here as well. And I also get rid of the, well, you'll see that in a minute. I'll talk about that in a minute. We left most of the exterior quite similar to how it looks. I just moved the windows down slightly. And I also darkened up the brick as well, just to have a bit more contrast between these new windows, what I'm using now, and the actual brick itself. I just thought it looked really nice. And I still kept them green as well. I really liked the green. I just thought it shined through, and I just popped it off with a little hint of red, green and red, trying to keep it sort of semi-festive. And I like it. I do. Now, in the beginning, I pulled that little area out there, thinking I was going to be putting a door there. I will keep everything in all of my DesignMeDevon builds. I will keep everything in that I change my mind on later on. And you guys know this now. And I will point out what we kind of rethought and rejiggled around to do something different. My God, I have no idea what that sentence was, but you kind of get where I'm going, hopefully. So yeah, I end up getting rid of all of those windows on the bay windows bit there, and we put in big glass slidey doors. It just made it feel a bit more modern and a bit more like a cafe when I did that. We didn't do that until a bit further down, and also the floor plan inside changes a bit too. End up using the Star Wars flooring in here. I just thought it really suited it inside and outside. And then down here, I used the Eco Living or Eco Living. I'm calling it Eco Living from now on. I used the Eco Living train track, and what I did was use half of it just to pay respects to what it was before I actually made it into a little garden afterwards, where I put some picnic benches. I know, shock horror, but I put some picnic benches down there, and also some nice landscaping and stuff, some hedges and all things like that. Blue is looking at me because he is wanting to go for a walk, but he can't just yet because it's pissing down with rain as we speak. And I'm very much not for the rain. So he's going to have to wait until it stops raining. But yeah, that's what I did. Here, for some reason, I was trying to do something and I was like, no, do you know what? That's not going to work. So we didn't. I was going to put a little platform down here and have the seating kind of up on the platforms. But I was like, now, do you know what? I'm going to do a lawn, a nice manicured lawn instead, bringing a bit more green into this build. And I think it suited it better. So I'm glad that that didn't work. I really am. How are you? How are you lot? I hope you're okay. Again, the world is a hot mess. World is a hot mess as we speak. I really hope that whatever you do this festive period, whether you celebrate Christmas, I'm not religious, but I use Christmas to celebrate with friends and family. It's hard to do that this year, where I'm not able to see my sister or my brother or anybody on Christmas this year. I've only got my mum and dad coming. Now, we are all in the same kind of support bubble, but I've decided on just having my mum and dad over for Christmas Day. And I just hope that you all make whatever you can out of this time of year, whether you just want to, if you could just use it to chill out, rest your mind, do a bit of meditation, do a bit of yoga, watch some Christmas films, bake something, make something. Just know that there are many people out there who are going through exactly the same things that you are. I just wanted to say that, just to sort of like help you feel at ease, hopefully, if you are suffering. So what I was doing here, obviously put the big glass slidey doors in from Eco Lifestyle. Excuse you, Blue. Snorting away there. And did you hear? You probably couldn't hear that, but he was snorting. Toilet. Used these stalls from university. Just thought they suited the vibe in here quite nicely. And then I extend out this little bit just so I can fit in a couple of sinks over to this side as well. And I think it looks nice. I really like the interior once it's done. The vibe in there, I go for a lot of greenery on the inside, lots of plants, lots of stone, lots of blacks and greys and whites, keeping it neutral. The kind of description of this needed to be like, it needs to be like eco-friendly. So as I said, maybe like all of the resources that they had were all kind of like salvaged, or they, you know, where we're going with that. And with the food, all local produce and stuff. And I just love that vibe, and that's what we did here. So this is me thinking, right, now let's get some more of these gorgeous lights from Get to Work. Still some of my favorite lights. These are, I love them. Yeah, they're a little bit big, but you can size them down. I would love them in my in my real life house. I don't know where I would put a light like that in my real life house. Probably at the top of the landing. So this is the little barista station going in now. I end up changing the color of it. I go for a black bottom and like a white top. I end up going for that instead. And I just think I'm trying not to laugh at what I just said because it's filth, but we're not going to go there. When you know, you know. But I end up switching it up a bit. So I just prefer the colors afterwards. I'm not laughing. I'm doing this record in a oneer. I'm not laughing. Here we go. Anyway, moving on. Filth. Getting in some of these lanterns. I reckon they may have sourced these lanterns from outside of the actual railway station and decided to put them on the inside. So it kind of those old Victorian looking lanterns. And they end up using them on the inside. And I just think that made this place just feel, I don't know, a little bit more classic. And I liked that. I liked that influence. I think this build never come together until I put the spandrels in. I separate quite a few areas off with some spandrels and some pillars. And you'll see that in a little second. So this area here, I really wanted like a little nook with some bookshelves where they could come and read a book and have a coffee and sit by the fire, but also using some kind of like semi-modern looking furniture. Still classic looking, but I wanted to mix things up over here, and that's what we did. My nose is itching. Seriously, every time. Somebody said it's because I'm spitting on my mic and it's rebounding onto my face. How very dare you? I don't spit. I'm not going down that route. It's disgusting. So, yeah, this is what we did down here. Now, this paint, that picture was looking a little bit too small, so I did end up sizing it up. I used a few of those pictures around this lot, maybe to reflect on times gone by. And, I don't know, I just love that little area over there. I think it's so cute. And then I get a bit more of a modern influence in by using some of the plants from the Star Wars pack, which I love, by the way, as well. So if for anything, get the Star Wars pack when it's on sale. But the only reason's for the flooring and the plants. Dan. And the wallpapers as well. The wallpapers are great. And this was me effing around with the color of them. I didn't really like the black in the beginning, but the more objects I started to get in, like these garden chairs and stuff, I really wanted to be in here. Again, having that classic vibe coming in with a modern table and some industrial lights. I just think they all weirdly go together quite nicely. For me, they do. They probably don't for other people, but this is my build and what I say goes. Okay. And yeah, as soon as I started getting more influences of that black tone in here, I started to like them. I started to like where the spandrels were, and I ended up separating these off with some greenery just for a little bit of extra privacy. You know, I just like it. I like the vibe in here. I really do. And it's a really cool lot as well for your Sims to play in. It's all been player tested. Everything works. So yes, lovely. Very nice indeed. And this area here, again, another little separate cafe area as well, by the big glass slidey doors. And in the beginning, I was putting them down there just to test it. And I was like, oh, no, I don't like that. So I end up doing it on this wall over here and having this like accent wall. And I put some ivy up over it as well. And it looks lovely. I really, really like how it looks. It just, again, adds a little bit more of modernity into it. And I'm for that. I really am. And this worked. Like, just putting the ivy in here, I was like, yes, that's giving me cafe vibes. And I'm for it. So that's what we did. That is what we did indeed. But yeah, it's very nice. I just love doing this. I love doing this series. I love renovating other people's builds. It's my shit. It really is. It's quite addictive. It's quite addictive. I even want to maybe do some off screen, but not from the DesignMeDevon tag, so don't you worry. Maybe just some, I could do some EA ones, but I want to do that into a series as well. I want to do kind of renovating EA builds. I'd love to do that. I've seen a few simmers doing that as well, so why not, you know, get inspiration from us and do it again. That's what I'm going to do. So out onto the decking outside. Well, it's not decking, it's more of a patio. I just wanted some outside seating, so I used the parasol tables from Get Together and the chairs as well from Get Together. And I just love it. Love how this light looked towards the end. How much have we got left here so I don't overspeak? Oh, it's about 3 minutes. Okay. But yeah, I just love it. I'm going to say I love it so many times, but I just do. I love it. So I'm going to say I love it because I do. I just love it. I'm just filling airtime up now with just shite. I feel sorry for you lot having to listen to me. I really do. But hey, you're still here. You're still here. And that's all that matters. That is all that matters. Again, I wanted to get some lighting out here as well. So I put some lanterns up on all of the tables, just so your Sims will have lighting when they do come and sit outside. And then this bench that I put here, I did struggle at finding it first for some reason. I can see it right there. Maybe this was one of the original benches that they've kept in and repainted. And the clock as well. That clock screams Victorian train station to me. So I get out that clock and put it just on the end. And using picnic benches, I know. Shock, horror, using picnic benches in here. But I just think this would suit it, having a little lawn with some picnic benches where you could come and maybe it would be more of a summer place to go. So they could sit down there with their iced coffees or whatnot. And again, with these benches, maybe those were the original ones too. Just like it. Like this whole vibe. Loved doing this. And it's such a massively fun lot to play in. It really, really is. Really, really is. So yes, I'm going to stop waffling now because I've been waffling for far too long. Oh, just out the front here, we make sure to get some details in at the front. I size up these rugs from Get Together just to connect in the lot, because this lot is one of those awkward lots that don't go right up to the edge, which infuriates me. EA, why do you do this to builders? And I put a lot of greenery and stuff on the outside as well. So this is the last build of, well, the last DesignMeDevon of 2020. I want to thank you guys so much for enjoying this series as much as I do creating it. And as always, make sure to use the DesignMeDevon hashtag and get some new builds up on the gallery. I will see you all tomorrow for the final build of 2020. Goodbye, my loves.